Well, welcome back to part two, which is really part one because I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but nevertheless, you're in the right place at the right time. And I am so honored to have you a part watching this here broadcast. So, my question to you is it possible to be seen and hiding? Yes, it is very possible for you to be seen and hiding. And tonight, I'm going to share with you some of the reasons, just a few of the reasons why we tend to hide. Now, I'm speaking directly to tonight, those of you that either have a platform or considering having a platform. And the reason why I say considering having a platform is because you're hiding because you don't want to be seen. And even though you're thinking, well, Cassandra, I don't want to be seen because, I really I want a podcast. In a podcast, I don't have to be seen. Mm, that's true. It's possible that you can do a podcast clearly and not be seen. That happens all the time. But when I say being seen, I'm also talking about you being seen, like showing up in fully yourself. So you can be behind a mic and not have a camera on you and still be seen and hiding. Or perhaps you don't have, a podcast and you have a show or you've thought about having a show like a live stream show. And yet that's the platform that you should be taking, but you are literally fighting, kicking rocks, kicking up dirt because you do not want to put yourself out there. The question is, why? When you already know that is the way, as a coach, as a speaker, as an influencer. And let me just share with you what an influencer is. An influencer is just not somebody that is on social media, different outlets and things of that nature exclusively. That's part of it, but it's not exclusively. If you are a minister, if you're a teacher, you're an educator, you are a community leader, you are someone who has a gift, a knack, a talent, an ability, and you want to share that with the world. And you know that you can make a significant impact, but yet you still dial it down. You hide, as I said before, or you just don't up level. You don't play it up to the next level. There's something that you are wrestling with. And how do I know? Because it happens to me more than what you think. And you probably are saying to yourself, Cassandra, how is that possible? You have a talk show. I know. You seem like you're gifted, you're talented. This comes easy to you. You're right. It does to a great deal. It does come natural to me. It really does. But if I could be truly honest with you in this moment, I hide a lot. I have been hiding. As many episodes I have done in real life, I will say in real life, yes. In real life, I would say I probably have hidden in front of the camera. I'm going to say about 70%, 60, 70% of the time. And is that me not being my true self? No, not necessarily. It's probably more so of, it's not even what people really think. That's you would think that would be it, right? What people are going to say, what people are going to think. Nope, that's not it either. Because I know that goes with the territory of having a visual platform, such as the Cassandra Dollar Show, such as having your own talk show or having your own live event virtually, or having a radio show, or having a podcast show, or a broadcast show, or your course, or your video ness you got going on. And yet, and I really want to speak to those of you once again who you're leaders. You are leaders. Whether you carry the title or not, you're a leader. Whether you're in corporate America, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're on the side of faith and you serve in a ministry or a church, a synagogue or a place of worship, whether you're in front or in back, in the pews, in the rows, in the seats, behind the scenes, I know what your struggle is. If you are not getting out what you have intended to do, and I'm zooming in on you all that are influencers. Now, when we think of influencers, quite naturally, we think of people who are like doing something live on social media, some gamut of social media. Or maybe you're speaking in front of people physically. Not too many people are speaking physically in front of folks these days because of what's going on with COVID. However, you're finding other ways to speak, which is virtually, which is totally here to stay, by the way. And it's a great opportunity to get your best workout. I'm going to talk about that. I have a challenge that I'm going to challenge you to be a part of. And this is for those of you who want to get your workout, or maybe you've been getting your workout, but you really haven't been showing up the way you need to show up. You're not showing up with confidence, or you have showing up with confidence, but you're holding back. Or perhaps you just come out poised, confident, collected, all of that good stuff, and you're hiding behind all of that. Well, I honestly can say that's been me too. Yeah, I know. You don't think that is possible because I show up here, I show up here regularly. I put the word often, not as regularly as I should be. But I'm challenging myself to be intentional about showing up on the designated platforms that I know that I should be showing up on. And that's your Facebook, that's your IG, that's your YouTube. For me, that's virtual events, speaking engagements, podcasts, other broad online TV shows, media shows, web shows, all of that jazz. And in that, even I have struggled with hiding in front of the camera, not behind, even behind, finesse or charisma or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you have, what? I'll take it. I'll take it, Angela Ray. Well, great show, by the way, tonight, Angela. Great show. Hey, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and put a side plug in. Make sure you catch out the Angela Ray show. She is coming on 5 days a week. Super kudos to her. And you can catch her at Angela Ray. Look, Angela. Just make sure you follow her. Go to Angela Ray and then you'll get to her show. She has a link there or something there on there. Okay? You're absolutely welcome. Because I love it. It was great tonight. All right. I digress for 2.5 seconds. Let me come back in. And that is, I said the question earlier, for those of you just tuning in, I'm talking about today, is it possible for you to be seen and hiding at the same time? Yes, it's very much possible that you could be seen and hiding. And I can speak from experience because I have been seen and have hid and do hide and probably will hide some more. But I'm choosing to work through the insecurity, the uncomfortability, the procrastination, the scurrying for content, bringing it all together, doing it imperfectly. That's even a word, which I think it is, but you know what I mean. And yet, there are some days when I am so super confident and so in my zone. But I got to be honest with you. The majority of the time you've seen me do my show, I battle just like the rest of you. So, what am I saying today is that I want, I'm pledging. Okay, this is me putting myself out there, holding myself accountable. And as a matter of fact, you can hold me accountable too. And that is, I go back to what Joyce Meyer said, and she just said, "Do it afraid." And then you do it, and not that God has given us the spirit of fear, but let's just be real. Sometimes when you are not in that spiritual their space zone, you are dealing with stuff that external, soulish, if you would. And you have moments of insecurity, you have moments of fear, you have moments of dread, but yet I still persevere. Why is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. For a couple of reasons. Number one, this is a part of my purpose. Yes. Yes. This is a part of my purpose. This is also a medium that allows me to live and flow in my purpose. And part of that responsibility keeps me being seen even when I'm hiding. I'm just being honest with y'all guys. Now catch me another show. I won't be hiding. I mean, I'm not hiding today. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, not quite. Well, if you called me earlier, I was. But right now, I'm not hiding. You see what I mean? You gotta have those real talks with yourself. And I'm doing this real talking in front of you all. How strange is that? But that's okay because you're actually seeing somebody who is doing something that they are meant to do, and they don't have it all together. That's not an excuse. That's just being honest. Now, I'm not going to sit here and park for another season like this, and it may hit every now and again, but to make it a lifestyle, that's winding down. That's coming to a halt. It's coming to a stop. So, what do you have to do to overcome that? I'm glad you asked. Next week, watch this. I am coming out of hiding. Oh, can you say it again, Angela Ray? She said it's so true. I don't have it all together either. And this is a woman that I so admire. She is an author, an amazing author, an amazing presenter. I love watching her present. She's worked in the industry on both sides as producing, as talent, reporting, to being on the Tyler Perry productions with parts and callbacks for some parts. Been on Nashville, been on other projects, been on the stage. Now she has her own show. And you think with all that experience that Angela would not have a issue or a challenge with hiding. I'm pretty sure she has. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure she has. Now, I think she basically just said she did. She said because I don't have it all together. So probably not having it all together is sometimes is the hiding. That it is possible for you to be seen and still hide. And so what we're going to do is tell you, for those of you who know you need to up level, you need to play it at a bigger game, you have to get out that coaching program that you keep putting off. Because, that's the thing about hiding. The thing about hiding is we hide under busyness. We hide under busyness. We take on other people's projects. We definitely procrastinate like a mug, putting off what we need to do today for tomorrow, for next week, or 6 months from now, whatever. You know what you do, because I know what I do. Okay, I know what I do. And and then we look up and man, we didn't hit the target. And not just the target. Here you guys, hear me. It's not just hitting the goal to check one more thing off of your 2020 goal list, right? It's not just about that. It's about you not showing up and operating and living and doing your life's purpose. So I'm really zoning in on those of you who are entrepreneurs, that you're speakers, you're coaches. Yes, you actors, actresses, voiceover talents, you coaches, you authors, you influencers. And by the way, if you're doing any of that, you ministers, you preachers, Bible teachers, because you don't want to get online. I don't want to get online, I don't want to do all that. And then some of you are online and you're doing your Facebook lives. But you're really not putting yourself out there with your online program because you're giving it all away. And I understand people need to taste and see that is good. I get that piece. But then, as the Bible says, in business be men. In other words, you need to put something together, package it, package the platform, and deliver it to your masses, to your peeps, to your destiny clients. That's what I call them. I don't call them my target market or my ideal client. No, these are people I'm destined to serve. Destiny clients. So I'm not going to be on a soapbox on tonight, but I am going to share with you next week. I'm going to come out of hiding. I confess that I've been hiding. And those of you who know me, some of you, okay, first of all, it's two people groups. Those who know me well, Cass been hiding. Then there are those who don't know me at all, but they have a strong sense of discerning, sensing, and seeing. And they can say, you know what, that chick is hiding. She's visible, she's hiding. And so we are going to talk about that in next week's challenge. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. I'm going to be dropping down some Facebook posts around the challenge. For those of you who want to get your best work out now and you want to get your purpose on your designated platform. Once again, you're a coach, you're an author, you're a speaker, you're an influencer, you are voiceover talent, you're an actress, you are an actor, you are a coach, you're a teacher, you're an educator. I'm sure since this here COVID situation has happened, COVID-19 has impacted 2020 like a mug, right? And many of you who are watching this broadcast, whenever you catch this broadcast, you had to reinvent yourself because you got let go. They didn't hire you back. And now you're trying to figure out what your next move is. Or now you're just saying that this is the time, finally, I get to work on the business that I wanted to work on all this time. And now I get to finally get a chance to do it. And so what does that look like going forward? How you can utilize your purpose platform, okay, to help elevate and serve. And I'm going to go ahead and say the little dirty word. Ready for the P? And profit. And profit from your purpose. I'm not even going to get into that because I can feel some of y'all scurrying up. But I had to share that with you all tonight. It's not a sexy topic, but I'm telling you, it's going to be it's going to be a game changer. Because now you get to take all that potential that you have in you, that next level of potential. Maybe you're doing some things, and you've written a book, and you've got your classes. You know, you've done classes, and you've done live events, and you've done all that good stuff, and that's great. But now, how are you delivering that in a virtual setting? What does that look like? I'm going to share with you what that looks like. So next week, it starts the challenge. So look for some information. I'm going to be talking a little bit about this. Couple of things. Those of you who caught last week's show where I did a first time in history a panel around the discussion of what's taking place in our nation and around the world as it relates to injustice, racism, and all that there, sir. Make sure you catch the replay on that. I will be doing a watch party as well. So with the watch party, I'm going to be commenting to your questions, your comments, and all that jazz. Then on next week, y'all wait for it, I'm going to have an unusual talk show again that is much needed. So stay tuned for that because we're going to be hearing from the men. And then I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to flip it, and then we're going to hear from the women. So last week, got a chance to hear both. Now we're going to hear from the man's perspective, and then we're going to hear from the women's perspective. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching this. I just want to say one thing to you. Here's the value in this entire episode. Make a commitment. I'm charging you just as well as I'm charging me to be seen and heard for purpose, on purpose, in your respective places of how you make a living with your talents, your gifts, and your abilities. I'm asking you to join the challenge, how to take your platform or create the platform that you know that's going to help to elevate your purpose, help elevate you to be seen and heard so you can serve and profit. That's all I've got to say about that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please share and like. Do me a super fave as well. Let me go back over here, sir. Here it is. Go over to the Cassandra Jolliffe TV YouTube channel and subscribe. Can you do that for me today? Just whenever you see this, just take out a moment. And if you're watching the replay, please do me a super fave. Let me know in the comments by saying replay love. And then let me know that you actually did two things. You shared this. Of course, you liked, loved it. And you went on over to the Cassandra Jolliffe TV YouTube channel and you subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys soon. Grace and peace. And as always, have us have significant success on purpose. Your purpose. All right. See you guys soon.